Hi everyone, my name is Lamont and welcome to the M.A.D journey, a video blog about my journey in getting my son Michael back to me through the court system, or lack thereof. It's been a while since I did a video, kind of just intentionally. I was just waiting for some time to pass and, letting things ferment for a while. It's been about 10 months since I've had a court-ordered visitation from Michael, which consisted of Skype visits about twice a week. So that started last October. It's now August, so I see my son on Skype twice a week, which is awesome because before I wasn't seeing him at all. It was about 3 years before I actually, between the time I last saw him and before this Skype visitations. So yeah, it was a hell of a journey just to get that period. A lot of dealing with court paperwork, a lot of mediations, and blah 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 blah. Michael lives in California. I live in Jersey, so Skype visits are the only thing that we can do. I'm not rich. I can't afford to go over there all the time, and I did live in California for some time, but it just didn't pan out. So I had to, unfortunately, move back to Jersey. Well, not unfortunately, because I love the East Coast, but, I'm further away from my son. But while I was here, I did manage to lock down court-ordered Skype visits. So that's cool. So, as I said, it's been 10 months. Things with him are great. It's so great seeing him every week. It's honestly the best part of my week. Okay, my son Michael just turned 6 a few days ago, and this was the first time I got to talk to him on his birthday in years. I mean, it would have been awesome to be there with him and celebrate and have fun and all that stuff, but when you don't see your son for so long and then you get this, like, you'll take anything. So I was able to okay, let me backtrack a little bit. The last you saw of me, I was in California, and I had just saw Michael for the first time in a very long time. And I was a little emotional, obviously, and it was great. So what happened was, me and his mother were able to come to an agreement. We both are incredibly frustrated and, just tired of the court process because it is a pain in the ass. So we decided to be cordial, kind of a fresh start kind of a thing, so to speak. And she agreed to let me come see Michael and basically just agreed to us working things out to make a parenting plan, which in my past videos I always suggest constantly. Like, if you can make a plan with the parent that you may be having trouble with, that is the best way, because doing the court stuff sucks. So we came up with the plan, and ever since then things have been going great. And even though I Skype with him twice a week, his birthday did not fall on the day that I usually Skype, but his mother was kind enough to let me see him. She sent me pictures. In all honesty, she's been pretty great about the whole thing so far. So, keep your fingers crossed that this lasts. And yeah, it's been really great. It was really great seeing Michael after so long of not seeing him and laughing with him and all that stuff. Now, as I said, I'm just Skyping with him for now, and I'm gonna make visits out there, as often as I can. And yeah, it's great. The funny thing is about when you're Skyping with your son and people know your story, the most common question that I get all the time is, does Michael call you dad? And he doesn't call me dad. I don't think that he knows the situation, so to speak. Well, I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know what he thinks. He calls me by my name for right now. I think he just maybe just thinks we're just friends or something. But either way, I mean, I'm not pushing it. I'm just happy to see him. And you know, whenever I tell people that, they're just like, "Oh, he's not calling you dad. Oh, that must suck." Like, you know, and then they give their advice like, "You should tell him." It's like, I mean, I understand that, and when the time comes for that, it will. But you know, the way I look at it as this whole thing has been going, it's all about him. It's not about how I feel, what I feel is right. It's all about what's in the best interest for him. And right now, he is under the impression that this other guy who is taking great care of him is his father. He has his father and his mother. They live a great life, blah, blah, blah. Me coming in and being like, no, that's not true. I'm your dad. He's your stepdad, blah, 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 blah. That's really, I'm going to be the bad guy. And I'm going to tear down this life that he has. And I don't want to be responsible for that. He is happy. He's a happy kid. He's taken care of. That's all I care about. The main thing for me is that I am in his life in some way, shape, or form. You know, so all that other stuff can come later. He's still a kid. And I don't want to be responsible for, you know, wrecking his life or, you know, warping his reality just to suit my own personal emotional needs. That's not what I'm about. That's not what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I mean, you know, one day in the future, there will come a time where I'll be able to talk to him about it, about the whole situation, and explain to him, you know, what went down. But I'm never gonna be that guy to. I don't want to be the dad that ruins someone's life or talks bad about, you know, my son's mom just because I'm mad or bitter about how things happen. Like, I mean, what went down sucked, but she takes good care of him, and I don't want to do that. You know, I don't want to be that guy. That's not who I am. I'm not about that. You know, I'm about him and taking care of him, and you know, that's just my personal thing. So, for any dads out there that are in a similar situation, trust me, it sucks. I mean, I know it sucks. I mean, don't get it twisted. Hearing him call another guy dad hurts so much. I mean, because just imagine, you know, if you're a parent out there and you have kids and whatever, imagine, you know, having your baby, you know, having, you know, your newborn baby and having your kid, and he calls you dad for a couple of years, and then you don't see him for a while, and then he's calling some other person dad, and he just knows him as dad, like calls him daddy and stuff like that. It's like, it does suck every single time I hear it, but that pain is worth it just to be in his life. It hurts so much more to not see him and to not know how he's doing, to not see his smile and laugh. That hurts so much more than dealing with stuff like that. I mean, there's a time and a place, and for right now, I'm just enjoying my time with him. So that's where my head is at. And as I said, I got to see him for his birthday, so that's cool. I'm planning to go out there within the next month or two to see him and spend time with him, and you know, get closer to him, and you know, just make up for lost time. So yeah, so Mad Journey's back. If this were like a TV show, I would say that this is season 2. So welcome to season 2. I want to just say thank you to everyone that's written me messages. You know, I've gotten messages from, you know, a couple of dads and moms out there that have told me how these videos help them in some way, and you know, how they're going through a similar situation. And thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. And you know, it's a tough fight, and this happens a lot more often than people realize. So I'm glad that these videos and, you know, my little venting sessions are actually doing some good for people. So yeah, and thank you for everyone that supports the Mad Journey. Please, if you haven't already, please follow me at Fight for Mikey on Twitter. Follow the Mad Journey on Facebook. Continue to support, tell people about it, especially if they're going through a similar situation. And yeah, I'll see you next time.